Alright, we're here. It's time for Ace Attorney. Oh man, it's been a while. I had to actually go back and review some notes about this game in order to like remember where we were. Yeah, we're doing episode 4, Twisted Karma and His Last Vow. Hello! Hello, Aries the Hunter. Hello, Matthew Preston. Hello. Sorry for such a late start. I was at the gym. And, yeah, I prioritized my physical fitness. But yeah, better late than never. And I don't have to work tomorrow, so yeah, I can go late tonight. Haha. Yeah, hello. In the middle, yeah, we're in the middle of a case. So I took a look at some notes to remember like what's going on in this case. So we are defending Batman, aka what's his face? Van Zieks. We're defending Van Zieks, and he is accused of killing Gregson, the police inspector guy. And so far what's happened is like we've gone and we found like oh, there's also a missing person that I think is gonna be related. Yeah, the missing persons case is like some lady came to Sholmes' office and was like, my husband's been missing. And then we went to like, and she was like, he works at the prison. Yeah, oh yeah, Gregson's dead. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Gregson's dead. Very sad. But yeah, so then we went to the prison and the prison was like, hey, that guy hasn't worked here for like 8 years. And we're like, what? So then we found this like secret room area. And then, yeah, he was the fish and chips guy. Yeah, he was. Fish and chips no more, I guess. He's had his last everlasting fish and chips. We went to this room and there was like a rented room, but there was like no furniture in it, but there was like stuff in it that indicated like crime fighting, and there was evidence that like Gregson was there, and also that the missing persons guy was there, so that maybe they're doing like secret crime fighting or something. And then also I think Kazuma-sama is going to be the prosecutor in this trial. Yeah. And also like Van Zieks didn't want us to defend him, but then we convinced him. So hopeless salary man, oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Sorry I'm so late. I went to the gym earlier. I was at the gym and I just got back, so I was like, I have to go to the gym today even if it means starting really late. But I'm here. Yeah, the other lawyer's on trial, Van Zieks. That's what we're gonna be doing today, so should be interesting, I think. I hope. But thank you so much, Hopeless Salaryman. Makes me feel good. Alright, so I hope that was an okay sort of summary of what happened the last time we were on. So we'll see what happens now. Alright, I want to look at the court record. Let's see what we have in here, because I've totally I've totally forgotten as well. That's the problem. So alright, let's see. Yeah, it's been over a month since I've actually seen this game. So yeah, let's see. Okay, there was also this red-headed league that Sholmes was trying to join, and he like dyed his hair. It's a suspicious it was not clear to me what they do. Yeah. But Sholmes like dyed his hair as a result of this, like trying to join this to make money. Hi Kyle, how are you? Howdy. So this is mysterious. I think this will definitely come into it somehow. This is the missing guy who's maybe doing crime fighting with the former Mr. Gregson, who was lying about working at the prison. And then we have, let's see. Oh, also Professor Mikotoba and the Judge Jigoku guy are in town. they like came into town and we've been talking to them a little bit. Yeah, Professor Mikotoba is Susato's father. Yeah, all right. I don't know what is this again? Oh, a note of introduction on our behalf. Oh, this is when we went to the prison. Because I guess Professor Mikotoba knows this guy. All right. And then this is about the guy that was... Oh, he was actually fired from the prison 10 years ago. So what has he been doing for 10 years? We don't know. And then, yeah, at the scene of the crime, we've got a picture of the lady whose husband is missing. So it seems like something was going on there. Murder weapon. Best to avoid handling it. All right. Policeman figure. Ooh. And then, yeah, giving it a twist causes that key-like shaft to pop out from the base. All right. And then we've got a candle that one of the candles has been blown off. A red wig. Okay, so it seems like maybe the red-haired whatever group is related to this. And then, aha, a picture. Oh, Gregson had this picture. Oh, so we've got here Van Zieks and his brother. The guy that was murdered. All right, long time ago. So it's all coming together now. Let's see. All right, 2nd of November, 8:56 a.m. The Old Bailey, defendant's antechamber. Ooh, there's that old familiar feeling again. The crushing pressure of this historic courthouse. Van Ziek's smile looks exactly like he was asked to smile for the camera. Yeah, I don't think that guy smiles often, except when maybe he's like throwing a wine glass. What do we got here? Actually, no, it's a little different today. There's an even more menacing tension in the air. What could it be? There is a menacing tension in the air today, isn't there? I suppose. Yes, I think so. Here he is. It can only be the result of the menacing appearance of the defendant. A little more courtesy, if you please. Oh my, I do apologize. However, you're certainly not mistaken that this trial is far from ordinary. What do you mean? I'm not privy to the details. However... Wait, what do you mean you're not privy to the details? You're in the trial, buddy. I understand that no jury has been selected. Wait, what? A trial without a jury? Well, that's just like the trial of the professor 10 years ago. Oh yeah, the guy that was like the serial killer, right? Who is Kazuma-sama's dad. Oh my god, there's so much lore in this game. Good god. A closed court. Good morning, my dear fellows. Mr. Shams. Have you made note of my hair, Mr. Naruhodo? An outright victory for science, you must agree. His hair's back to his normal color, thank god. It didn't look good as red. It was like Ronald McDonald color. To be perfectly honest, so much happened yesterday that, well, I completely forgot about your little hair problem. Ha! What to one man is a little hair problem, is to another a day of drinking dubious potion after dubious potion. You have no idea how my stomach ails me this morning. Oh dear, how awful for you. I'm afraid you only have yourself to blame, Mr. Sholmes. And good morning to you, Mr. Reaper. I'm delighted to see you looking so full of vim. And are you? I see London's celebrated great detective is as active as ever. It would be easier to spot him with red hair and all his disguises. I feel like he always gets spotted regardless, though. But yeah, he would definitely stand out with that. Oh, you exaggerate, my dear fellow. Compared to my paltry engagements with a few trivial cases, the Reaper's overbearing presence is a far greater deterrent to the black roots of crime in our capital. Is he trying to butter him up? And whilst I may not agree with your methods, there is at least one point on which I would readily commend you. What an honor. And that would be your eye for a good lawyer, sir. Any French accents in this case? I don't, well, so far, no. We'll have to see though. We'll see who pops up. Mr. Sholmes. After all, behind this lawyer, there's a very great mind. My own. What are you trying to say? I wish only to say that you should be prepared for quite a trial, Mr. Reaper. Alright then. Sorry to barge in. Wait, who is it? Oh, it's Gina. Wait, and who's this character? Gina! Oh, she's got like an arm badge now. Oh yeah, what's that on her arm? It's a mourning band, I suppose? Father, shouldn't you be at the symposium? Oh, that's her dad? Is that Mikutoba, the professor guy? I didn't recognize it. Oh yeah, he changed his outfit. It's been postponed, so I have some free time. Oh yeah? What does it remind you of? I decided to come along with the police inspector to see our country's up-and-coming student in action. Oh no, no pressure. I shall be very interested to see the fruits of your studies over the past year. Well, it's an honor to have you here. Let's hope there are some fruits to see. Odo? Oh, yes, Gina? The soundbite played randomly in your mind. Amazing. Why'd you agree to do this, eh? Why'd you take him on? Oh, this Reaper bloke. Everyone says it was him. What killed the boss? I'm sorry, Gina. But I just don't believe that. Thank you for the redeem, Matthew Preston. Well, if it weren't him, it was it. I don't know that yet. I don't care who calls him what. Reaper's just a name. He's just a person at the end of the day. And if it turns out it was him what killed the boss, then God help him. Yeah, you better watch out. She's making a really frowny face. Oh yeah. Fiery eyes indeed. Yes, the culprit deserves every ounce of your loathing. Hey? At least, that may be some solace to the deceased. Aw, Gina. They were like gonna go to France together. Please, Odo. Oh, get whoever did this for the boss. Oh, Gina. I ain't feeling this useless. There's nothing I can do. So you've got to find who done this and make the wretch pay. Counsel for the defense and the defendant. Court will be in session shortly. Make your way into the courtroom at once, please. Alright then, here we go. Let's go. Nope, more talking. It's time, Mr. Naruhodo. Lord Van Zeeks. Doop, 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 doop. One who lost his treasured brother to a mass murderer. One who lost his treasured father in a foreign court of law. I mean, that guy's father was a mass murderer, so... And one who lost the man who helped her escape destitution. All that misfortune, all that pain, on course to collide headlong in this trial. Aha! There's a spam person. I have banned them. Haha. It's time to shed a light on all these dark events. And whatever truth is revealed, we're going to have to look it straight in the eye. Alright, let's go, let's go! Hi, Bunny! Alright. 2nd of November, 9:20 a.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. Alright, let's start. So, closed trial, so there's no jury. And then how are they gonna decide if Van Zieks is guilty or innocent? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are here to conduct the fair and just trial of the defendant, Barak Van Zieks. Counsels for the defense and prosecution, are you ready to begin?
Defense is ready, my lord.
Kazuma-sama!
Wow, he's looking good today.
The prosecution is more than ready.
I don't know what voice. I just give him like a slightly more serious voice than my normal voice. I guess that'll do. Oh, Kazuma-sama. I've been wishing to see you in court again for so long. It feels... But I never pictured it happening like this. Not like this. I never thought I'd be facing you behind the prosecution's bench.
The so-called Reaper of the Bailey has been a scourge like no other, undermining Her Majesty's justice system. Today, we must uncover the truth behind this scourge.
In other words, this trial is going to be a lot more far-reaching than Inspector Gregson's murder.
Okay. The truths revealed by these proceedings may have unpredictable repercussions through the judiciary.
Wow, alright.
Accordingly, they are to be conducted as a closed trial, with no members of the public present. By Her Majesty's direct orders.
Wow. How will that work, my lord?
The burden of all arbitration and adjudication falls on my shoulders.
Not sketchy at all. Yeah, so basically we have to just convince this dude. That's it.
Therefore, as you will see, the jurors' bench shall remain vacant today.
Bribes. No comedy jury. I know. Less fun characters. Although I'm sure we'll get like a cast of characters for like the witnesses and stuff, but we'll see. If no members of the public are present, may I ask who is currently occupying the gallery, my lord?
They are members of the judiciary, here to witness proceedings and ensure an equitable trial.
Oh, okay, so there are people here. Members of the judiciary. Oh my, this is a very unusual trial already.
There is of course another, unprecedented aspect to these proceedings on which I must elaborate.
Ooh, okay.
The counsels for the prosecution and the defense are both aliens of Great Britain.
I mean, yes, this is true.
I believe it takes an outsider to see the truth sometimes. And as I stand here in this courtroom now, I'm quite certain. This is the reason why I had to come to Britain.
Kazuma?
Alright. Very well. Let us commence proceedings. Prosecutor Asogi, your opening statement, if you please.
Yeah, two Japanese people arguing over the British the future.
Yes. That is this game, though. Certainly, my lord. The incident took place on 1st November at just after 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The location was a building of flats on Fresno Street on the outskirts of the city. The victim's body was discovered there in an old single-room rental property. Yes, Inspector Tobias Gregson, a name known very well indeed to this court. Not least for his miraculous resolution of one of this country's grimmest cases 10 years ago.
The professor case. How sure are you about the time of the incident?
Several witnesses on the street outside heard the gunshot, and all have reported the same time.
Yes, that's what Gina told us too. There were a number of witnesses.
I have a plan here of the room.
Oh, alright.
The victim was found curled up in one corner. It's believed that he was shot from the front at point-blank range and died instantly. How has the range been determined?
There were scorch marks around the entry wound. Such marks are caused by the gunpowder used to fire the bullet.
But powder hot enough to leave scorch marks is only ejected a few inches beyond the end of the barrel. In other words, it only happens when the target is at point-blank range. I see, yes. Thank you for the detailed explanation, Counsel.
Alright, we got the autopsy report. Inspector Gregson's autopsy report stating that death was instant, resulting from a bullet shot at close range. I guess that's good, he didn't suffer, but geez.
The murder weapon was found lying beside the victim.
That's right, and we have that in our, in the court record as well.
And have you managed to ascertain the owner of this firearm?
No, my lord. Not conclusively. Bravo, Kazuma-sama. For not trying to use the gun as evidence when its provenance can't be proven.
Furthermore, my lord, as I've explained, the revolver was fired at extremely close range. The bullet passed through the victim and struck the wall behind him. There's a candelabrum mounted on that wall, and the tip of one of the candles in it was found to have been blown off by the projectile.
Oh, we noticed that too, didn't we?
Yes, that's right. Thank you for the thorough report, Counsel. The setting of the crime is clear to me. You will submit the plan of the crime scene as evidence, please. As you wish, my lord.
Alright, we've got crime scene floor plan. The plan of the small room in the building of flats on Fresno Street where the body of the victim, Inspector Gregson, was found.
Is this Fresno Street room Inspector Gregson's private abode? No, my lord. The room is rented to a Mr. Hugh Boone. But there is precious little furniture inside, and it is generally in a poor state of repair.
Yeah, they were like meeting there, right? So what on earth was Gregson even doing there? Yeah, I think it was the meeting place of the red-haired whatever it is. That's my guess. Presumably he was investigating some case or other.
When a policeman was informed of the gunshot from the witnesses and rushed to the scene, he found only the deceased inspector and the accused standing alongside holding the revolver.
Oh no, Van Zieks was holding the revolver? Jeez. Literal smoking gun.
The attending officer arrested the accused on the spot. So, the details of the case are clear. In that case, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. A name, please, counsel. Naturally, the accused himself.
Lord Van Zieks!
As a prosecutor, he believes in the oath of office he's taken and will be compelled to tell the truth.
Alright, let's do it.
Very well. Let the defendant take the witness stand.
Alright, Van Zeeks, tell us what's up.
Ooh. Oh no, there's like serious music. So, witness, state your name and occupation for the court. Barak Van Zeeks, Old Bailey, prosecutor. I presume, Lord Van Zeeks, that you heard Prosecutor Asogi's opening precis.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. I did. It is alleged that you were found at the scene of the crime, and that you were arrested by the arriving police officer. Can you confirm this? Yes, my lord. Then I'm sure the court would like to hear you explain some things away. Namely, why you were there in the room on Fresno Street at the time in question, and what exactly took place. I intend to explain away nothing. I will simply tell the truth. Okay. I must say, Lord Van Zeeks, I never imagined this day would come. Or rather, I didn't want to imagine it would come. But since you became known as the Reaper, a part of me has been dreading it. ...
He's like, so you're saying you didn't think I was a good guy?
Your formal testimony then, witness.
Alright, let's see what we got. Witness testimony. The facts of the incident. Okay.
I was investigating Gregson, and my inquiries had led me to that address.
Wait, why were you investigating him?
When I first entered the room that day, it was dark inside, and I saw no one. A moment later, I heard the gunshot. I spun around and saw the revolver on the floor. Just as I picked the firearm up to examine it, the door flew open, and I heard a man scream. It was only then that the body of Inspector Gregson appeared before me. Okay. That testimony was the whole truth? It was. So, you heard a shot being fired in a room with no living occupants. And moments later, a corpse somehow appeared before your eyes. Is that it? You're right, you haven't explained away anything. In fact, that would barely qualify as an excuse. He's like, I thought you were my mute apprentice. Yet, it turns out you have a way with words, Prosecutor Asogi. It would appear to be a singular tale indeed. Singular isn't the word. It's laughable.
Now what's got into Kazuma? He's not behaving like himself at all. Oh, so sad though.
Very well then. Counsel, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. Alright, let's do it. Alright, cross-examination. Let's get some more facts about the facts. Alright, I was investigating Gregson. My inquiries have led me to that address. Press!
Hold it!
Hold it!
FBI, open up!
Oh, wait, what? Hold on.
You're under arrest for being small and carrying high-capacity corn snacks with intent to hide from foxes.
Thank you for the blurperlation. I was like, wait, what? High capacity corn snacks. Yeah. I'm really happy with my corn art, by the way. I posted it in the Discord. I commissioned some art of me hugging corn. It's all corn. Yeah, we started the trial. So we're doing the trial of Van Zeeks. Cornborn. No, it's not like that.
Sure thing, Squimbob. There you go, hopeless salaryman.
Yeah, that was a very dramatic entrance. Alright, let's see. You were investigating the inspector. What on earth for?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Come on, you gotta give us something, buddy. Sorry?
I'd identified a distinct possibility that Gregson was involved in the case I was investigating. Regrettably, though, he was killed before I could secure the proof I needed. Is the court to understand, then, that on the day in question you followed the victim to the scene? No. I was privy to his movements in advance.
How?
I stole into his office in the yard and consulted his diary.
Oh my god. Sneaky.
The address on Fresno Street was noted in the 5 p.m. entry.
You illegally entered the man's office? In Japan, that alone would constitute a very serious offense. Yeah. It is a little funny. Sparky reads out the full emoji names. I guess, like, makes sense, but also, yeah.
As it does in Great Britain, I assure you. Is that not the case, Lord Van Zieks? I was aware of the possible consequences.
So, in summary, you were investigating the victim,
And yet, you refused to tell the court why. I didn't realize British prosecutors enjoyed such freedom to choose what to divulge under oath.
why did I ever think I could defend this man? Alright, next statement. When I first entered the room that day, it was dark inside and I saw no one.
Hold it!
Tell us more, please. Had you ever been to the address before?
No, never. I only learned of the place.
Corn. Dot dash dot dash dot dash dot dot dash dash dot dash dot dash dot dash dot 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 dot. Dot dash dash dot dot dash dot 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 dot.
Wait, what? That was like not quite right, I think, but good effort, Sparky.
I only learned of the place as a result of my investigations into Gregson's activities. There was no light inside when I entered, so it was all but impossible to make out anything.
But at 5 p.m. the sun would only just have gone down. It would still have been reasonably light outside.
The room has a window, but it was boarded shut. Very little light found its way into the room from outside, so it was extremely murky inside. I wouldn't have noticed if the victim was already lying on the floor.
There was no artificial light in the room, you say? You're quite sure?
I'm quite sure that the part of the room where the body was found was very dark. I have a feeling there was a small oil lamp burning on the desk, although I couldn't say for certain.
Look, Mr. Naruhodo. There's a small desk in the room just here. Yes, I remember. And there was an oil lamp on it, as well as the framed photograph. Yeah, that's right, the photograph of the younger version of the lady whose husband is missing.
When I entered the room, I closed the door behind me and started towards the desk to investigate.
And what did you find?
Nothing. I never actually reached the desk.
Okay. Alright, third statement. A moment later, I heard the gunshot. I spun around and saw the revolver on the floor.
Hold it!
Alright, let's see. So, who fired the gun?
I have no idea. I didn't see anyone else in the room.
But you say it was very dark in there.
Yes, that's right. All I can tell you is, I didn't sense another's presence.
Yeah, that's right. You know why? Because Batman has echolocation. Aha! Then it could be that the gunshot actually originated from somewhere outside the room?
No, that's out of the question.
Oh yeah, because he was shot at point blank range, right? Oh.
Without doubt, the sound emanated from inside the room. I could smell the gunpowder.
This is going from bad to worse.
And you say that's the point at which you noticed the revolver on the floor? Correct. And I foolishly picked it up. That was carelessness on my part. Presumably then, the gunshot you heard came from the firearm that you somewhat hastily took in your hands. In point of fact, my lord, I believe it did not.
What?
The barrel of the revolver I picked up was cold, and there was no smell of spent powder.
Ooh, wait, it's not the murder weapon? But then, where on earth is the gun that was fired?
Whilst I would like to oblige you with an answer, I'm afraid I can't. I, too, would dearly like to know that.
This is going nowhere. Alright, fourth statement. Just as I picked up the firearm to examine it, the door flew open and I heard a man scream. Alright. Hold it! A man, you say? One of the witnesses, I presume?
That's right. One of the street merchants working on Fresno Street. Who are these merchants? A number of them had set up their stalls directly beneath the boarded window of the crime scene. A match seller, a newsmonger, and a peddler. They've all given statements saying they heard the gunshot. And without thought of danger, they ran inside to see what had happened.
Yes, Gina told us about that yesterday, didn't she?
They burst through the door with some force, it would seem. They did, and almost gave me a heart attack in the process.
But you're supposed to be the Reaper.
The first man to come in immediately noticed the revolver in my hand and fled. A policeman patrolling on Fresno Street heard the commotion and was able to arrest the accused shortly after the incident occurred. Anyway, the man's scream drew my attention in that direction.
Okay. Alright, last statement. It was only then that the body of Inspector Gregson appeared before me.
Hold it!
Hold it! What do you mean by that? In what way did the body appear?
I honestly can't explain it, but it's the truth. As far as I was concerned, the body hadn't been there until that point, and then suddenly, there it was.
Did you perhaps hear the sound of the victim falling to the ground just beforehand?
At that moment, what I heard was the sound of the door flying open and the scream of the man who came inside first. Nothing more.
I see.
After the man fled, I examined the body. I was stunned to find that it was Gregson.
Wait, why was he stunned? You were literally going there to investigate him, right? So,
Most curious circumstances indeed. How the inspector was killed, or how his body seemed to appear out of nowhere. I have no idea.
Objection!
objection?
Oh! Surely the court has heard enough.
What?
My lord, the cross-examination has clearly revealed that the accused, Barak van Zieks, is lying on multiple fronts.
What is that supposed to mean?
Good gracious, counsel. The defendant is lying, you say. In his testimony just now,
He claims that he failed to notice the victim's body because the room was dark.
That's correct.
No, that's impossible. As proven by this candle burn. Now, how does that prove anything? If you examine the tip of the long candle, you can see it has been blown off by a powerful impact.
One would assume that the projectile from the firearm passed through the victim and struck the candle.
The problem comes when you consider the other two candles, which are clearly of a different length.
Yes, I can see that only the candle that appears to have been struck by the bullet is long.
We could reasonably expect someone to have lit all three candles together, which begs the question of why only one has ended up longer than the others. That must be because that particular candle was extinguished when the others were still burning. That's right. When the candle was hit by the bullet, it obviously went out. But the other two candles would still have been burning. So the fact is, the victim's body would have been illuminated by the light still thrown by the candlebrand. And the accused claim that he couldn't see the body clearly contradicts those facts. And now to the next lie. There's more. But wait, there's more. The accused also claims never to have visited the scene of the crime before.
That's the truth.
In that almost empty room, the police discovered something very unusual. A board covered from top to bottom in police documents and newspaper cuttings. Yes, that's right. We saw it too. It goes without saying that the contents of the police documents cannot be divulged. However, they included a number of reports from various historical cases, the oldest of which was from 10 years ago. 10 years ago? This is starting to sound familiar. And there's a common thread linking all of the documents on that board.
Indeed? What is this common thread, Counsel?
They all relate to cases prosecuted in court by Barak van Zieks. All of them? And furthermore, all those cases are ones in which the defendant was acquitted.
Good Lord.
Interestingly, none of those defendants are alive today, because all of them have been sent to their graves by the Reaper. Oh no! In short, that dingy little room is the Reaper's secret hideout and his base of operations. The Reaper's hideout? And yet, the Reaper would claim never to have been to his own secret hideout. Maybe he's not the Reaper. He said that he wasn't in the past. And this guy doesn't seem to lie, so we'll see though. No one would believe that. No, the truth is, we've been looking at this backwards.
Backwards? Explain, Counsel.
Inspector Gregson was investigating the identity of the Reaper. Or maybe he was the Reaper. Objection. Yeah. When he discovered the location of the man's secret hideout, he was killed. As I'm sure everyone can imagine, by the Reaper's hand. What? Oh man. Dramatic.
Order, order, order. Very well. I hereby state the current opinion of the court. Barak van Zieks is an outstanding prosecutor who has rendered great service to his country. However, it is with deep regret that I must concur with Prosecutor Asogi's contention that the defendant's testimony exhibits a number of stark inconsistencies with the known facts.
Yeah. Oh, well, he said there were members of like the judiciary in the gallery, right? Observing. So it could be that, I guess. But otherwise, yes.
All I've done is state the truth as I know it.
Kazuma's done a brilliant job as ever. He's drawing on his experience as a defense attorney to build his prosecution case, and it's formidable.
Counsel, you will submit the board that you just showed the court as evidence. I believe it to be fundamental in establishing the facts surrounding the Reaper's existence.
Thank you, my lord. Alright, we've got the notice board entered into the court record. A freestanding notice board completely covered in notes and articles relating to victims of the Reaper of the Bailey. I want to take a look at that.
And now, the prosecution would like to call new witnesses to the stand.
No, first I want to look at the court record though. I want to check out our new stuff we got. We haven't looked at any of these yet. Alright, we got the autopsy report. Tobias Gregson. Nationality, fish and chips. Alright. Wait, time of death is not on here? It doesn't say? Wait. That's mysterious. Victim was shot in the chest at close range from the front, resulting in instant death. Scorch marks at point of entry. The bullet exited the body from behind. Additional observations: the caliber of the gun used matches that of standard issue firearms for members of the judiciary. Oh my god, you're right. Maria Gori. I guess they got a new coroner since the old lady's in prison now too, right? Alright, so that's it. Gory, what a name. Alright, we've got the crime scene floor plan. Magnifying glass. There's nothing too interesting here. We've got the door. This is where they had the all the stuff about the Reaper. We've got, this is where like the lamp was and the fireplace and then the candlesticks. Alright, that's all we got here so far. And then we've got the notice board. Ooh, okay, we can click on this one. Let's click on it. There are details of a whole raft of cases dating back years on here, aren't there? This paper from 10 years ago is browning with age. Look. Alright, so they've been keeping this place for like 10 years at least. Out of interest, the most recent thing appears to be this newspaper cutting here. Oh, it's the same Red-Headed League advertisement that Mr. Sholmes had picked out. And do you remember? There was a red hairpiece at the scene too. Was Inspector Gregson an exponent of the Red-Headed League then? Alright, anything else? Let's turn it around. Ooh, there's blood here. A bloody handprint. What? Oh, what's this? Mr. Naruhodo, look! Oh yes, it's a smudge of some kind. In fact, it looks just like a handprint. And the color. That's blood, isn't it? Oh dear, how disturbing. Ooh, alright, there's a bloody handprint on the back side. The details have been updated in the court record. Alright, good to know, good to know. I feel like there isn't anything else on here, maybe? I'll check it out. Ah, hi Soyu, how are you? Okay, this is all the same, that's fine. Alright. Alright. I feel like we have appropriately checked everything now. Alright. And now, the prosecution would like to call new witnesses to the stand. Witnesses who saw events unfold on the day in question. They were mentioned in the previous testimony too, if you remember. Yes. The street sellers who heard the gunshot and went running into the room. Alright, let's see what we got.
Very well. Lead the witnesses in. The defendant may step down from the witness stand. Okay. Certainly, my lord.
Oh my goodness, who are these people? Wait, is that the same? That's the same guy that used to be like the cab driver, right? Or they're just like reusing the same they're reusing the same 3D model to save money. Alright. So, witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court. Names? We don't use names. Far too fancy for the likes of us. This guy's gonna have a southern accent. We're just free and easy. So what we like, live where we wanna live. I give them all a vacant stare as they walk down Fresno and spin a few words into a verse for them.
Ah. Would I be right in assuming that all three of you make your living by selling wares on the street?
Everyone calls me gossip. I sell jaunty little tidbits to passers-by, you know? Yeah, he's just gonna have a southern accent. Why not? For variety. Jaunty little tidbits? Got an absolute smasher for you, sir. Right up your ginnel it is. 6 pence is the price, and not a penny less. I know. Jaunty little tidbits. That's right. Wait, you're actually trying to sell it to me now? Oh, come on, sir. Don't tell me you're not interested.
Try the man.
Give him the money and see what it is.
Pay the man, counsel.
Wait, even the judge is like, pay the man? Oh my god. We're in court, can't we just tell him to say it? Good lord. Alright. 6 pence it is. You won't regret it, sir. Now, you got your listening ears on? Just between us, a young couple on Slight Street that just had twins. My god, useless. Okay. How was my vacay? It was very busy and stressful. Oh yeah, I talked about it a little bit in the last stream. It was mostly just really busy and stressful, and I had to like cancel my flight and come back like 4 days later instead and take extra vacation time, and it was good to see people, but it was a little stressful and busy, but it was really good to see people that I haven't seen in a long time, so that part was good. And I did get all the food that I've been wanting to get and more, so I've had enough guacamole for like the next year, so I ate a lot of Mexican food. But yeah, that part was good. It's good to be back home, although I do miss the lovely California weather. It's very humid and hot here, but otherwise, yeah, nice to be home and sleeping in my own bed again, so that part's nice. Yeah, my guac level was down to like near 0, so now I'm back up to full for now. We'll see how long it lasts. There are avocados here, but they're just not as good, and you can't buy like ready-made guac here. Yeah. I'm okay. Yeah, I also like got a little sick, but I think I'm better now mostly, so yeah, what a trip. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. It's gossip, isn't it? It wants to spread, but that bit's up to you and your mouth, of course. I've got more, you know. Want another juicy one? 6 pence a piece it is, if you're curious. I am curious, yes, about what's going on just under that fat bottom lip of yours. Who is this? This is weird. Namely that unusual bruise or whatever it is that's poking out from under your collar. What about the next witness then? What name do you go by and what do you sell? Me? I'm Venus. That's what everyone calls me. Funny, isn't it? I sell these lovely little fireworks to all the local school kids. Hi Citrus Gaming. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm back from my vacation. It's about selling fireworks to school kids? Yeah. 6 pence a pop. What do you say? You weren't exaggerating with little. Do they actually sell? Yeah, I was gone for a month. I was visiting the States, so I went to a lot of different places and saw a lot of different people, spent a lot of time, and happy to be back now. Venus is dangerous on multiple levels, indeed. Oh yeah, the second years can't get enough of my Venus firecrackers. Especially when I tell them that if they get 100, they could blow up the school.
Oh dear, okay. Not the most savory of ideas, young lady.
What do you say then, eh? Want a part with 6 pence for a pop?
Wait, what? You want me to buy one?
I'll tell you what, I'll let you in on a little secret. If you get 100 of them, you could blow up the whole courtroom.
Try the woman.
Give her the money and see if she's right.
Wait, Susato! No, wait! Hold on here. Pay the woman, counsel.
Wait, even the judge is like, buy out. What? I'm so. Okay, just buy one. Okay. I know. Yeah. Alright, I'll buy one. Lovely stuff. Right then. This is just something a bit extra, just for you. The Venus Special. Only 600 pence. 600? Oh yeah, Kazuma-sama's back. He's the prosecutor. 600? It's 100 of my regular fireworks. Nothing little about that, is there? New Princess Peach game is coming out soon. I think I did see something about that. I bet it's only gonna be on Switch though, if I have to guess. And there'd be nothing little about the punishment if I blew up the Old Bailey either. Ooh. We actually have the Venus firecracker into the court record now. Oh, okay. So maybe this made the sound? Ooh, okay. Now I'm thinking that maybe someone set off this firecracker and Gregson was actually killed somewhere else and then dumped in the room? That's gonna be my guess. But then what happened with the, the game did not need to make Venus this charming for a witness side NPC. But she is. And the last witness. What name do you go by, and what do you sell? He's the prosecutor. Kazuma's the prosecutor. I'm a thinker, me. Think all sorts of thoughts. I think, therefore I am. I am, therefore I think. I think. Isn't it a kind of against the rules? I mean, evidently not, since he's here. Well, it's true. But I guess there's no conflict of interest? Well, this game has all kinds of conflicts of interest, so I think it is what it is. Princess Peach Showtime. Yeah, if it's only gonna be on Switch, I'm not gonna be able to play it though. I haven't bought a Switch, so... Because I stand there on the street watching the world go on about me. They call me the observator. Observator? Let's call him Observator. Observator. Get out of it, old man. Everyone calls you Sandwich, and you know it. So, you don't actually sell anything. Problem shared is a problem halved, as they say. I give advice, I do, and I think what it means. Oh, he's got a sandwich board. That's why they call him Sandwich, maybe. They call these things like the front and back things that people wear over them, the sandwich board. I guess because it makes you like a human sandwich. I don't actually sell anything, no. Come to think of it. Pity. No more purchases today, please.
Well, excuse me, my goodness. We have quite a cast here, it seems. They conduct their business on Fresno Street from morning until night, my lord. And always in the same place, directly adjacent to the crime scene. I see. And thus they heard the gunshot, I suppose. Not only that, but they very bravely ran inside to see what was going on and witnessed the crime.
Well, I'll be beggared, I thought. Just between
Oh,
us.
just patiently waiting for Mio to feed me more corn, Soyumapple.
I know, always corn with this guy. Venus to Milo, what am I to do? What a terrible thing I saw. Oh, what I think is, if all what we see is light and shadow playing with our eyes, is any of it real? Wait, why are you sorry? No need to be sorry.
Very well. The court will hear the formal testimony of these 3 witnesses now.
This is like quite a elaborate setup. Oh no, it's fine, don't worry. Feel free to use Sparky as much as you like.
You will describe in detail what you witnessed and heard at the time of the incident.
I'm gonna turn off my AC. It's a little chilly in here.
Witness testimony.
The witness's account. Let's see what we got here. We saw the whole thing from start to finish, we did. Everything from the moment they went in the building. It was less than a minute after the Reaper had gone inside that we all heard a big bang. It seems to me that quick to talk is quick to walk. Gossip couldn't wait to go and see what had happened. I ran into the room and there he was, the Reaper, gun in hand, standing over the dead body. I was scared half to death, me, so I ran off to find a copper. These witnesses were there the whole day and saw everything. Who did they see going inside the building?
Only the victim, Inspector Gregson, and the accused, Barrack Van Zieks.
I've seen pictures of that Reaper in the paper. I know what he looks like. And just between us, folk love stories like this. I made myself a tidy sum already. But wait, the room was just one of several flats in the building. Someone from another flat could have done it.
All those flats on Fresno Street are unoccupied.
Of course they are. They're small, damp, dirty, and expensive to boot.
The room in which the inspector was found is the only property in the building that's currently leased.
And we know the leaseholder's name, don't we? It's Hugh Boone.
The testimony the court has just heard would appear to leave little room for doubt. It's becoming increasingly difficult to see how anyone other than the defendant could have committed the crime.
No! Wait, just saying no isn't gonna do anything for you there.
Thank you for your candor, my lord. Counsel for the defense, you may proceed to cross-examine the witnesses.
Yes, my lord. In a closed court like this without a jury. Wait, how, what do you mean how is, oh, it turns out he wasn't dead, actually. It was all, they like hid him, he was just like passed out, and on the boat he was like just passed out, and they like disembarked him at like Hong Kong, but then he had like memory loss, and somehow he like made it to England, and then he became like the mute assistant of like Lord Van Zieks. Yeah. I mean, it's such an elaborate. I know. I was shocked to see him come back as well. Yeah, shortest Ace Attorney case ever. In a closed court like this without a jury, the judge is the only person whose opinion matters. I have to break down this testimony. Somehow. Alright, let's see what we got. Cross-examination. The witness's account. Okay. First statement. We saw the whole thing from start to finish. We did everything from the moment they went in the building.
Hold it!
Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah. I also blame Sholmes. Well, Sholmes was the one who like hid it, right? I don't remember why he like hid that he wasn't actually dead. I don't remember the reasoning. Also, Sholmes was having fun. Well, yeah, that guy, his motives are always a little mysterious. When you say they, who do you mean exactly? Inspector Gregson and the defendant, Lord Van Zeeks? I suppose so. The likes of us don't know the names of the high and mighty. But I'll tell you one thing, it was the old Reaper that went in last. That's for sure and certain. Just behind Inspector Gregson. Did they arrive at the same time as each other? No, not at all. The first fella must have gone inside a good 15 minutes before we heard that gunshot. The victim arrived 15 minutes before. Are you sure about that? Am I sure? Am I sure? Does it seem likely that I've forgotten a fella with bright red hair like that, does it? Yes, his hair was really red, wasn't it? Redder than my flaming fireworks, even. That fiery red mop still burned on the inside of my eyelids, it is. Wait a minute, you're saying the man was a redhead? Weren't you listening, chum? He was a redhead, and he had a big trunk with him as well. But Inspector Gregson's hair isn't red. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, but we found the wig in the room, so he's probably wearing the wig. Yeah. It seems likely that the person you saw wasn't in fact Inspector Gregson at all, but some other third party. No, I think it was Hembo wearing a wig. No, I hate to break it to you, but the witnesses are correct. あー、ありがとうございます。そういうさん。で、紫妙がかっこいい弁護士です。I'm a cool lawyer. I hate to break it to you, but the witnesses are correct. What? Just have a look at this photograph of the victim taken at the scene. He was wearing a red wig. Yeah, yes, that's Inspector Gregson, all right. And a red hairpiece. Of course, we saw one on the floor when we investigated the scene, didn't we? I still refuse to believe Inspector Gregson wore a hairpiece, though. Oh, 大丈夫。心配しないで。So then why on earth would he have been wearing something like that? He was part of the Red-Headed League.
The color doesn't seem to suit the man, one might say. The photograph will be submitted as evidence, please, counsel.
Alright. A photographic print of the victim, Inspector Gregson. His body appears to be tightly curled up, and there's a red hairpiece on his head. Yeah! Well, yeah, practice is good. And what became of the trunk that the red-headed victim was supposedly carrying?
I was informed that no trunk was found at the scene.
So it just disappeared? What? Do you expect us to have been watching the building every second, do you? Well, we definitely saw him in the dock going in, though. No question about that. Alright, next statement. It was less than a minute after the Reaper had gone inside that we all heard a big bang.
Hold it!
Hold it! By which presumably you mean the gunshot. You got first place in Duolingo Gold League with Nico's help. Oh, that's nice. I sell these little things, don't I? How would I know what a gunshot sounds like? But I've always thought it probably sounds a bit like this, doesn't it? And you say that you heard the noise almost as soon as you saw the defendant here enter the building? That's right. It was almost straight away. Bang it went, just like that. Well, he's the Reaper, isn't he? It's what the French call a fait accompli. When the Reaper's around, people are going in the ground. I mean, that's what he does, isn't it? I feel like you can read like the Cockney style like writing in the Southern accent, and it kind of translates well. Gossip is such a fun. Yeah, he's crazy. He's crazy. I think we get the message. The Reaper couldn't allow the inspector to live after he discovered his secret hideout. I still think Gregson was the Reaper, maybe. There can be no clearer motive for the crime.
Yes. It's certainly an eminently credible motive.
Southern accents are... You know, they do say that, like, the Southern accent actually came from, like, immigrants from parts of, like, Scotland and other parts of the UK. So maybe there's some relation. Ah, hi Sarunoni, welcome. It's a Mio, that's right. I'm back from my long vacation. Nice to see you. Southern accents are different. I'm really bad at doing a real Southern accent. Even though I'm from Texas originally, I never really had much of an accent, and now I really don't, so... Great. And at that point, you ran inside. Is that correct? Yeah, I like the real like Cajun accent. It is... I can't do it at all, but it sounds cool. Alright. Gossip couldn't wait to go and see what had happened. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hold it. So, when Gossip ran to see what had happened, did you go too? Oh, whoa. Me? I'm a bit hampered, you see. All the signs are that I can't move very well. How did Kazuma get 2 swords? That's a good question. I don't know. I know he has his original one. I think did we give it back to him? I'm not sure. You're right that he has 2 now, though. Yeah, one looks like a European style, though. So maybe he's like adopting some European culture in his weaponry. Yeah. But then he got his other sword back, so now he's got 2? That's my only guess. You were way behind, presumably, with that sandwich board around your neck and that big sign in your hand. What a great burden you bear. Pardon me for asking, Mr. Sandwich, but is it possible you and I have met before? Yeah, isn't he was like the cab driver guy from like one of the original cases, right? I think so. Or did I make... Or, he was definitely in somewhere else. Let's see. I'm not anybody, me. The signs are what make me who I am now. I sign, therefore I am. Even with amnesia, his soul felt empty without a piece of steel by his side. I thought he was... Oh, maybe. He's definitely been in another case. Yeah, no, he was the driver. That's right. Yeah. Okay, I remembered it correctly. Yeah. He was the driver in the original case with like the Irish guy that got off and then died in a fire right after the case was over. So you weren't employed as an omnibus driver just under a year ago then? Oh, he's really shaking now. I might be mistaken, but I believe his trembling has intensified, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, I agree. He's clearly been through a lot. Turn down King Henry Street, and the Black Widower's Arms is just there. Oh dear, you've made him hide behind his sign. Life is full of surprises. Alright, we've got next statement. Statement 4. I ran into the room and there he was, the Reaper, gun in hand, standing over the dead body.
Hold it!
Alright, hold it. So then you were the first person to arrive on the scene, is that right? That I was. kicked the door open like a professional, I did, and yelled out, "What's going off here?"
Yeah, I think they are. They're like really moving. And they've given them like way more of like an intro. Usually they just kind of like show up and start giving their testimony and are a little crazy, but these like got a whole full-on intro at the beginning, so.
Lord Van Zeeks claims all he heard was a man scream, though. And it was dark inside the room? No, not dark at all. There were candles burning on the wall. Really? And there was a fella collapsed on the floor. Just between us, it's the first thing I noticed when I got inside. Ah, I see. Even though Lord Van Zeeks claims not to have seen any such lights on the wall, the next thing I noticed was someone standing right beside the body. The accused, Beric Van Zeeks. That's right, the pale-faced Reaper himself. I was a little shocked, I won't deny it, but I'm no lily-livered coward. I stood my ground and gave that Reaper a cold, hard stare myself. Ooh, alright, uh-oh, what's going on here? Time to pursue.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. The bullet you saved the cannon from. Do you have something to add, Mr. Sandwich? I am a little curious. Alright, what do we got here? There's really nothing to me. Empty in the head I am, just 2 slices with no middle. So I don't know what you could want with me. I think that maybe you just remembered something. Having heard Mr. Gossip's last statement, I mean. Ace Attorney has and uses jiggle physics, but not where you'd normally expect. Yeah. You're not wrong. What I think is, we're all nothings, really. We try to dress ourselves up as something else, but at the end of the day, we're all just street sellers. That's enough out of you, Sandwich. Keep your trap shut now. Unless you want us to make you into a real sandwich. When he saw the Reaper, he fell clean over on his backside. That's it? Oh, you rotten beggar. I told you to keep that a secret. He screamed, he did. Screamed and scrambled off on all fours. That's all I wanted to say. Mr. Gossip, is this true? Well, the floor was dead slippery, that's why. Planted my hand in a filthy pool of blood, didn't I? Yuck. What? A pool of blood? Well, listen here. Even when I was sprawled on the floor, I still kept giving that Reaper a cold, hard stare. And don't you forget it. Let's just go back a little. Did you say you got blood on your hand? Because there's blood on the back of that board, right? Right? A handprint. I did, eh? Happens to the best of us at times, doesn't it? That's why I was scared. So I slipped over. We can just keep it between us, can't we? No, Mr. Gossip. I'm gonna have to ask you to add that information to your formal testimony. Oh, if I must.
The witness will amend his testimony to include the aforementioned details at once.
Cosma has nothing to say. Alright, new testimony is I slipped over and got blood on my hand, so I quickly wiped it off on the floor. Wait, did you? Did you? You wiped your hand on the floor. Well, who wants blood on his hand, eh? Horrible stuff. And they might have thought I'd done it. No ta. And you didn't think that might be a problem? Wait, we should probably present that that board, right? All right. Does it really matter if I left a few grubby handprints on the floor? They'll get cleaned up in the end, won't they? Don't make such a fuss. That's the message from all of us. Alright, let's see. Let's, I think I can't present from here, right? I have to do it at the beginning of the statement. Ah, yeah, I do. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I might have to go back then. We'll see. Yes. Yes, Kazuma's father is the serial killer that was convicted 10 years ago.
Is something wrong, Counsel?
Don't forget about his Uncle Honkai. I see what you did there. Yes, this is the case where Batman is in prison.
No, my lord. I didn't remember anything in the report about a bloody handprint on the floor, that's all.
Don't come at me with all that. You can't intimidate me. I know what I did. I wiped it off. On the floor. The blood.
I wonder,
could that be what happened? Mr. Naruhodo?
I don't have all the answers yet, but I think we may have just uncovered a vital clue.
Alright.
I was scared half to death, me, so I ran off to find a copper.
Alright.
Hold it!
Hold it.
So you didn't run into the room with your friends.
I'm not that sort of girl.
Sorry?
I'm a timid little thing, me. I was too scared to go in there.
Ah, right. I see.
Old Lippy and the witch ran in there, and then I heard a sort of old lady scream.
That wasn't me, I swear. If I were a gentleman, I'd stake my honor on it.
I wondered what on earth was going on.
Which is when you went to find a police van.
And I ran into a copper as soon as I turned the corner. So I brought him straight back to the place. Didn't I do well, eh?
Just between us, that copper's eyes nearly popped out of his head when he saw the Reaper.
I never felt more uncomfortable in all my life.
And the defendant was arrested on the spot, I believe. Considering the catalog of killings the Reaper had carried out, it was a particularly inauspicious end.
If I can't find any holes in this testimony, I'm afraid the judge will give a ruling of guilty, Mr. Naruhodo.
The truth is, though, their combined testimony is fairly damning.
Unfortunately, there don't seem to be any obvious problems with their statements, do there?
Yeah, there's the one, the guy said it, the handprint. We gotta present the board thing.
Still, if Lord Van Zieks really is innocent, then I'm almost certain
that we'll find something in there that doesn't quite add up.
You don't think that one of these three could be the true culprit, do you?
I don't know. But what I do know is that there's more to this case that has yet to be brought to light. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the beginning. So let's go to the one where he's saying he's about the handprint, and let's like present present the board there. Not this one. Not this one. So far, that's like... Aha! It's this one. Okay. We're gonna present the board. Here we go. Present!
Objection!
Objection! So you wiped off the blood from your hand on the floor of the room. Are you quite sure about that? Well, what else do you expect me to have done, eh? Does it really matter?
Objection!
Objection! The police found no such handprint on the floor during their investigations. What exactly is the defense's...
Okay.
If you listen, you'll find out, Prosecutor Asogi. Oh snap. Oh snap. He didn't call him Kazuma-sama. Certainly, there was no bloody handprint found on the floor. What are you trying to say? There was a handprint in blood left very clearly at the scene. On the back of this notice board.
Yes, indeed. Indisputably a handprint and the distinctive color of blood.
You're dead right. That is my right hand. I'd know it anywhere.
Objection!
Objection! Okay. The witness very definitely testified that he wiped his hand on the floor. Any handprints on the back of the board are irrelevant.
Objection!
Man, objections flying. Not if the board itself had fallen over onto the floor. In that case, it's quite possible for the witness's handprint to have ended up there. Just look at the floor plan of the room. It is pretty far away. The notice board was in the opposite corner of the room to the victim and in an upright position. Even if it had somehow been toppled and was lying on the floor at the time, it would have been a considerable distance from the body. Suspicious. I fell over when I came across the body. So I was basically right next to the corpse, not on the other side of the room. In other words,
The defense's assertion is contradictory.
yes, it is. There's a very definite contradiction here, for which there must be a reason.
I take it that you formulated a proper hypothesis, counsel? Regarding this apparent discrepancy between the witness's account and the handprint found at the scene.
I have, my lord.
Have I?
This discrepancy between the witness's account and the location of the handprint is explained by... Okay. Good question. Not another handprint, because we don't have another handprint. The board moving? I mean... Sure. Maybe? False testimony? I don't have anything to justify that it's false testimony. So... let's just try this one, maybe? It's not another handprint, because we don't have another handprint, so... let's try it. The real contradiction here is the handprint itself, not where it was found. As the court can see, it's upside down.
Good gracious, so it is. If the witness had put his hand against the board, the finger should be pointing upwards.
What does that tell us? It tells us one simple fact. When this handprint was made, the board must have been lying on the floor, as I previously suggested. Which means that after the incident, it must have been moved. What? Alright.
Objection!
Objection!
You're claiming that somebody moved the notice board after the shooting? Then tell the court who.
I don't know that yet. But the point is, when you consider all the testimony we've heard so far, we can now be very clear on one point.
And that would be?
The position of the notice board at the time of the incident, my lord.
So, counsel, I must ask you to clarify your assertion for the court. At the time of the incident, where do you maintain the notice board was situated?
It had to have been here, right? Because it had to have been close to the body. So... here?
Take that!
Sure. This is the only possible location.
Immediately adjacent to the doorway.
If the court would think back to the testimony given by the defendant earlier, he said that when he entered the room, it was dark, and he couldn't see the body. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. You should be southern. Oops, that's my bad. If the notice board had been here, the body would have been completely hidden from view, and the light from the candles would have been blocked, making the room appear darker.
Objection!
But the accused also claims the victim's body simply appeared before him. That's true. Or, in his precise words,
Just as I picked the firearm up to examine it, the door flew open, and I heard a man scream. It was only then that the body of Inspector Gregson appeared before me.
ooh, it fell down? Maybe he kicked it. I don't know about calling it a scream, but he was talking about me, and no mistake. 'Cause it was me that kicked the door open. If you look again at the floor plan, consider what would have happened to if the door to the room was thrown open with force. Ah, that can't. The door struck the notice board, knocking it over and making the victim's body visible.
Good gracious.
The judge always says good gracious. And oh my goodness. My client has told nothing but the truth. He has simply described what he saw. That's right. Take that, Kazuma-sama. Take that.
Order! Order! Counsel, how has this not come to light before now?
After the incident, someone must have righted the board and moved it
But who? Oh my god.
into the position where the police, myself, and my colleagues saw it when investigating the room.
Oh my god.
Say it ain't so.
Witness, what do you have to say for yourself?
What? Me, my lord? You and your fellows were there at the scene before anybody else. It goes without saying that you must know something about the position of the notice board. Ah, matashita. Ah, じゃあね。おやすみなさい. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you for hanging out.
The witnesses in the stand will testify again. You will each explain exactly what you did upon arriving at the scene of the crime.
Hey, stop looking over your glasses at me. I get the message. Alright then. Witness testimony, part 2. The mystery of the moving board. I don't know anything about that there notice board. I just wiped my hand on it, that's all. Oh, don't look at me. I haven't got a clue about it. I was doing business within the second years at the time. I don't know anything about anything. I'm just a bystander, me. Just a sign at the crossroads of life. It was that Reaper, I bet. He's got a face that screams forward. Wait, what? Also, what's up with that guy's neck? I can't see how this changes anything anyway. The detective still died when we heard the gunshot. Did he though? Did he?
So none of you can elaborate further. Shaken by the crime they witnessed, and with only the light of a few candles and an oil lamp by which to see, we can't expect these witnesses to be able to give a more precise account of what happened.
That's right, yeah. I'd expect too much. It's man's endless quest for knowledge that's destroying the world. That's what I think.
Do you? Really?
In any case, as this testimony shows, even if the notice board was moved by somebody following the incident, it makes no difference. When the gunshot rang out, the accused was the only person at the scene. Was he though?
In short, the only person who could possibly have committed this crime is Barak van Zieks. None of this wrangling over the board changes that simple fact.
Quite so, quite so. Does the defense still wish to cross-examine the witnesses despite the circumstances?
Oh, so. Yeah, it's a kuchisamishi. It means like your mouth is lonely. It means like you want a snack. You're like peckish. Right? You're quizzing me on my knowledge of Japanese idioms.
Does the defense still wish to cross-examine the witnesses despite the circumstances?
Most certainly, my lord.
Very well. Then you may proceed, counsel.
You just thought Duolingo was weird? It is real. It is real. I do know it.
Then you may proceed, counsel.
Alright, let's go. Alright, cross-examination. Let's go, let's go. The mystery of the moving board. I don't know anything about that there notice board. Just wipe my hand on it, that's all.
Hold it!
Hold it! Alright. So, you admit that it was the board you wiped your bloody hand on. Admit it? What's to admit? It's there plain as day for all to see. The smashing print of my right hand. You fully know you can't beat me. I did all of Duolingo Japanese a long time ago just to like, I did like a speed run of Duolingo Japanese just to like see what the course was like. It's not bad. I mean, they probably changed it since I did my little speed run test of it. But I thought it was all right. It's good for like, yeah, it'll get you like the basics, which is what Duolingo is really good for. Just get you going, right? Alright. What else we got here? Perhaps you wanted to hide that handprint. So you righted the notice board and pushed it into the corner, did you? No, no! Imagine the weight of that great lump. Do I look like a powerful and well-nurtured man? Well, did you see anybody else moving the board? I've got nerves of steel, I can tell you. But even I have my limits. There was a body on the floor in front of me, and the Grim Reaper himself standing over it. And there was precious little light inside either. My bottom lip was all a quiver. Good lord. In other words, this witness is unable to give definite testimony on that point. Yeah, I do think Duolingo is pretty good. I used it for Spanish. It worked really well for Spanish, for me anyway. Like, it gets you like to the point where you can actually like start consuming content, which is really important.
Yes, so it would seem.
Oh no, no, it's not kissable, no. Oh my god. Oh wow. Alright, we've got the new statement from Venus. Well, don't look at me. I haven't got a clue about it. I was doing business with some second years at the time.
Hold it!
To each their own. Fair. Fair. When you say you were doing business with them, you mean you were selling them fireworks? Yeah, what else? There's the Priory School just around the corner, see? Those cheeky little so-and-sos have got a plan to blow their school to kingdom come. Oh my god. You keep forgetting everything you've learned. I think it helps if you do it regularly. Like if you take a break, it's hard to like come back. But like if you keep it going like every day, it'll be a little easier to remember it. But that takes time. Yeah. So I've been telling on them, letting their teachers know what they're up to. Oh, you have? Yeah, wouldn't want anyone to get hurt. So I let the school know the kids are playing with dodgy toys. But you're selling them. Then, praise the Lord, all the teachers take all the fireworks off them. And then, praise the Lord again, the kids all come back to me to buy more. Everyone's happy, see? What a racket. She's playing the game from both angles. Oh my god, she lights the match on her butt? Sexy. Of course. And sometimes the teachers give me a little bonus to thank me for letting them know. Yeah, that's right. It's a busy old life selling explosives. Oh my god.
Venus is a guileful goddess indeed.
Oh no, sorry, well I can't help you with that one, I guess. Well, telling barefaced lies is kind of my thing, really. I'm ever so good at it. Uh-oh, we got another reaction going on here. Let's see, let's see.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. This is my... That's right, she's got a firm behind, I suppose. Something wrong, Mr. Sandwich? If I said it was, could we just leave it at that? Would that be the end of it?
No.
Did Miss Venus's statement just now bring something to mind, perhaps? Oh, that's... Well, still, I still say keep going. You'll get there. Ooh, philosophical thoughts. Deep philosophical thoughts.
Fireworks sound fun, Sarunoni, but lighting matches with my body. That's a little too hot for me to handle. I'll leave that to the humans.
Nice. Too hot for you to handle, Sparky. But your name is Sparky. I still can't recognize characters, but you hope you're getting better. Yeah, you will with time. If you keep practicing, you will for sure. It's definitely like repetitive. Like, repetition helps recognition, so you'll get there. Hmm? Let's say there was a great liar. And that great liar said, without batting an eye, telling barefaced lies is kind of my thing. I'm ever so good at it. Would those words of hers be a lie too? Or the truth? In which case, she's not a liar. It gets easier, but you have to do it every day. That's the hard part. Yeah. BoJack's great. I started watching it recently. I want to finish it. I'm not like up to I'm not up to current. I just watched a couple episodes from like the first season. That's it. That's what she said. Oh, I'll let people in the chat explain. Yeah. Sarunui can explain BoJack. Yeah, so it's just turning up to matches. Yeah, he really is. Oh, it's a hellish paradox, that one. Don't you think? I know. I would have never expected that the cab driver would end up being like a street sandwich board philosopher. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But it seems to me you're suggesting Miss Venus has been lying. Are you? And what are you on about, old man? Trying to cause trouble, are you? Keep on like that, and I'll wrap your whole body in firecrackers and set them off. That'll give you something to tremble about.
You have a startling, disturbing mind behind that sweet and innocent face, young lady.
So, Miss Venus has lied in her testimony. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Sandwich? Just like Mio. Hey! Not true, not true. I mean, maybe true. Well, if it means I'll be burning in hellfire for the rest of my days, so be it. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Can you elaborate, please, sir?
Yes. You learned matashita and what? Yeah, so.
old blabbermouth here heading for the room where the gunshot seemed to come from. But there was someone else who crept up the stairs behind him, too.
Ooh, who was it?
That's right, that rotten liar over there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Do you mean to say that you did in fact betake yourself to the scene of the crime after all?
Oh my god, another match. Oh, what did I tell you, eh? Oh my god, girl. I said I was good at telling barefaced lies, didn't I?
Yes, you mentioned it.
Well, that revelation rocked the whole courtroom, didn't it?
What a terrible witness. She was like, yep, lying under oath, no biggie. Ass match, no. That is dangerous. Who knew firecrackers packed such a punch?
So you did indeed visit the scene of the crime, did you, young lady? Good grief.
Well, now you come to mention it. I suppose perhaps I do clearly remember climbing the stairs to the room, yeah. Either you clearly remember it, or you don't.
Well, I shall consider a fitting punishment for this perjurious act later. For the time being, you will immediately amend your testimony to reflect the truth.
Oh, yes, my lord, of course. Alright. Is this actually the truth, though? Because we know she's a liar now. Maybe I did sneak along behind gossip and have a little peek into the room where it all happened.
Hold it!
Alright. More info, please. You make a habit of lying, do you, Miss Venus? Well, I suppose so. I don't really know, to be fair. If you want my advice, though, I'd take everything I say with a big pinch of salt. Alright, but you did in fact go to the room where the victim was killed on the day in question, didn't you? I think it's not necessarily saying she's hot, but it's definitely adding to the allure. Maybe. Oh please, as if I would. I can't think of anything more terrifying.
The truth, please.
Alright, just a bit then. I mean, a girl my age is curious about stuff, you know. Did you touch anything at the scene? Oh, please, as if I would. I mean, there was a dead body on the floor.
The truth, please.
Well, alright, just a bit then. I had to look to see if there was anything I could sell. So I did give the place a once-over, but it was nothing to write home about. Right. Now, I hesitate to ask, but you didn't move the notice board by any chance, did you? Oh, please. As if I would touch anything like that. Just a few bits of loose change is all I had.
The truth, please.
Another match? Alright. Alright then. I thought there might be something worth having underneath it. So I blasted the flippin' thing. Sorry, flipped the blasted thing.
So she did move it.
You're telling us that you did move the board. I think that did slip out, didn't it? What? You daft barn pot? I don't believe it. The girl doesn't think. So, did you find anything then? Man, this whole game is such a it's always a shit show. Something that you might have taken, perhaps, to sell? Oh, please, I should be so lucky. The truth now. I might have found this old pocket watch under the notice board, I suppose. But a bit of junk like this can't be worth much if you... Oh! What happened here?
It's Gina! So it was you, was it? You're the one what took it.
Gina? Young lady, may I remind you where you are?
That watch there? That was a present to Inspector Gregson from the yard for a big case he solved 10 years ago.
The professor case, no doubt.
Best cognac girls here. Oh my god, I struggle so hard with this one.
The boss used to wind it up every evening without fail when he was waiting for his grub to come at the pub.
Gina looks better than Venus. I think Gina's super cute. I like her a lot. Her character's really cute too.
I see. I swiped it off him once, and blimey, he was upset. He gave me a right earful. Said he hadn't missed a day in the last 10 years, polishing it and winding it. It meant the world to him, that watch did.
Possibly not the best thing to go diving for then. Yeah. Venus, I'm not as impressed by. Plus, Venus is like a straight up liar, so we can't like her.
It's not all that though. I took it to Jabez's that night to ask how much it was worth, but the old dealer wouldn't touch it. Wouldn't give me a penny for it. Said it wasn't working. Knocked about and worthless, he called it. Ah! I knew I should have lifted it.
Ah, hi Chris, Crystal-Lee, howdy. I like how Gina just randomly appears like next to the witness stand as well. This courtroom has there's no rules here. It's just whatever goes.
That watch must be submitted as evidence at once.
Ooh, okay. Oh please, just so long as you promise to give it back when we're done.
Not a chance. I'll swipe it from you if you try to get your grubby mitts on it again.
That's enough. Hand the watch to the bailiff forthwith.
Now, children, watch your manners. Yeah, there's all kinds of like, I remember what's her face, like who is it? Sholmes's like the kid. Oh, I totally forgot her name. It's been too long. She was like had that gun and she was like shooting it off. Oh no, Gina was shooting the gun, right? The gun that shot like the powder stuff. Maybe it was Gina that was shooting that gun in the courtroom before. It's just wild in here. Weapons of all kinds.
Good lord. The glass appears to be broken.
More than likely, it shattered when the inspector was shot.
It doesn't take any more either. Which is why Jabez didn't want it.
What a waste, eh? Whips in the case of Phoenix Wright. Ooh, I'm looking forward to that then.
Yes, indeed. It appears to have stopped at the hour of 5.
Exactly when the gunshot was heard then.
Which supports the prosecution's claim, of course.
Alright. We've got Gregson's pocket watch entered into the court record. We should check it out.
Well, it would appear that the mystery of the moving notice board has been solved at least.
And as predicted, it had very little bearing on the case.
Now then, continue with your cross-examination, please, counsel.
Wait, I want to look at the, before we do that, I want to look at the... Oh, I guess I can't do it yet. I'll look at the stuff shortly. But let us... I want to examine... Yeah, I want to examine the watch, but first we'll press this state.
Hold it!
Alright, I think here we can look at the court record. But you did go to see what happened in that room, didn't you? Oh, first, let's look at the court record. Let us check it out here. We've got a few things now. We didn't look at this one yet, so let's look at all the new stuff. What do you got? I can't find anything out of place. Really? Nothing? Oh, here we go. Okay.
Have you had an idea, Mr. Naruhodo? You're staring at the end of the string of fireworks.
Sorry, it's just that the Venus special I was wondering what 600 pence worth of fireworks would sound like. Oh yeah, he wants to light it up.
Shall we find out?
What? But she said it could blow up the courtroom. Oh!
Did Susato just set it off? Oh my goodness, this girl. Alright, that was a fairly sizable bang.
Oh yeah, see, I think they used this to make like a fake explosion. I think that Gregson was killed somewhere else and then dumped.
Oh, my ears are still ringing, Mr. Naruhodo. It sounded almost exactly like...
Ah, it goes off like a gunshot. The details have been updated in the court record. Okay. Anything else here? I don't think so. Just making sure. Yeah, okay, I think that was it. So, that's that one. Did she light it with a punch? She used the Susato takedown. We've got a photograph of the victim. Alright, we've got a bunch of blood, we've got the hairpiece. Not much else is going on here, I guess. Yeah, okay. The red wig. And then the watch. That's the last thing. Wait, Fish and Chips guy is dead. Yes, that's what this whole case is about. It's his murder that we're like defending Van Zieks about. Like for sure, I think so. There's blood everywhere.
Hi 100 Mile Runner. Hello, hello. How are you doing?
Am I sure though? I mean, compared to like other times when people weren't dead, this one there's actually like a lot of blood. So I feel like maybe it's Fish and Chips ketchup. Maybe. Alright, let's see. We got it stopped exactly at 5. The glass over the face is really badly cracked. Look.
Oh, what a shame when the inspector clearly looked after it so carefully.
I imagine Mr. Sholmes could repair it, don't you?
Yes, I should think so.
He's very adept at things like this. A useful man to have around, in fact.
But kindly remember that he's a great detective, Mr. Naruhodo, and not an odd job man.
Okay, what do we got here? Anything on the back? No. This thing on this thing? What is this thing? Something? Ah, there's a tiny little keyhole here. Can you see?
Oh yes, that's probably for the winder used to wind up the mechanism.
It looks a little unusual, don't you think?
Yes, you'd need just the right key to wind it, I'd imagine.
Sholmes could be given a half-eaten loaf of bread and somehow manage to fix it. I think so. Oh, maybe we have a thing with a key, right? Can we put that in here? Maybe? Why do I feel as though I've seen something? Something a bit like a key that's about the right size to fit in this hole.
It would be wonderful if we had the key. Let's check carefully over what we've already found.
Alright, I think we're gonna go back. I think we need to look at that thing with the key. We have a thing with a key. This thing. Right? It was where was it? Was it up here? I think on the top. Ah. That's right. Okay. We already read through this part, so I want to see if it like makes the key pop out. It's gonna do something now. Maybe. There we go. Aha! What's that?
It appears to be some sort of key.
Magically manifests friend. Yeah. But it's tiny though. It couldn't be a key for a door. Not that size. So what is it for, I wonder? Wait. It does match, right? Okay. Miss Usato, do you think perhaps this key could be the key for Inspector Gregson's watch? Aha! Okay, good. This is going somewhere now.
Oh, yes, it could be. Let's try it at once. There's not a moment to lose.
Ah! Okay, good. Okay. I knew it. A perfect fit.
And look! The inspector's watch has started going again.
Ah, so it has obviously just not been wound up, that's all. What is it, Miss Usato?
Well, if the watch isn't actually broken after all, I have a feeling it could have profound implications.
She's deep in thought now. Perhaps I'd better start thinking deeply too. Alright. Having wound it up, it started ticking again. Alright, interesting. So it wasn't broken, it just ran out of juice. So he could have been killed before 5, and then it just ran out of juice at 5. Yeah? I think so. Okay. This is good information. Okay, the last thing is, let's look at the top of this again, because it does look a little weird up here. There's a tiny little stub sticking out from this small hole here. Look.
I suppose there must have been a little knob or something on that for setting the time.
Oh, it's broken off though. Interesting. In that case, seeing as we know the inspector took such good care of his watch, it probably broke when the incident occurred, didn't it?
Yes, of course.
Which could mean that there's a small part of the watch still at the scene, maybe? Huh, alright. Okay, I think that's everything for this. I don't think there's anything else to look at here, so... Alright. We have information. Seems helpful. Alright. Is it screw type or rod type? I don't know. It seems... yeah, I have no idea. But, alright, so now we are cross-examining... I forget who now. Let's see. But you did go to see what had happened to the room, didn't you? Okay, sandwich. Okay.
Fresno Street is my whole world. It's all I know, and I know all of it. I have to make my business to know if I want to hold my sign up high.
So you did go to see what happened?
It's not the destination that's important, it's how you get there, isn't it?
Did you notice the signboard in the room?
If you think about it, we're both the same species, aren't we? Both different members of the sign family.
Wait, what? This guy's crazy.
So if I spotted it, I might have tried to trip it up out of a sense of rivalry, I admit.
Wait, did he push the board down? Someone really needs to tell you that you're Homo sapiens, not Homo sinians. Does that mean that you didn't notice the board?
I can only repeat what I said before. I don't know anything about anything. I'm just a bystander, me. Just a sign at the crossroads of life.
In which case, just who was responsible for moving the notice board?
Alright. Statement 4. It was that Reaper, I bet. He's got a face that screams bored.
Hold it!
Hold it! What exactly do you mean by that? Oh, come on now. Don't tell us you've not noticed. He looks like he hates everything in the world, that fella. But not notice boards. They're the one thing he likes. You can see it in his eyes. I can't say I'd ever noticed. I'll tell you one thing for free, though. I never took my eyes off that man on the floor, or off the Reaper. Not for a second. Sorry? Well, I was that scared I couldn't. You never know what a fiend like that might do if you look away, do you? A self-assigned role. Yeah. If you didn't take your eyes off the... Oh, wait. If you didn't take your eyes off the defendant, you should be able to confirm categorically whether or not he was the one to move the notice board. That I can. The Reaper did nothing of the sort. I can swear to that. I couldn't have missed it if he'd heaved the thing up right again and dragged it into the corner. Right. Yes. Sorry, I went Western. Yeah, I was like, Change. Right. Glad we've cleared that up.
What happened to the face that screams bored?
I feel your pain, Kazuma. Hold on, I can drink some. I need to be drinking more water here. Okay. So Sandwich says, I can't see how this changes anything anyway. The detective still died when we heard the gunshot. But did he? Because I feel like we have the pocket watch now. So I feel like we should present the pocket watch for this one. Because we know maybe he didn't die when we heard the gunshot. Maybe. I think we should present the pocket watch here. This is the last statement anyway, so it feels autopsy didn't have the time of death. It was empty. So
Objection.
I think we can try to prove that it's not 5 p.m. here. I'm afraid that's not necessarily the case. Oh. At the scene, we found this key to the winder of the inspector's pocket watch. A key? And having wound the pocket watch, we discovered that it in fact still works. You see, the watch didn't stop because it was broken at all. And that fact completely undermines one of the most fundamental premises on which this entire case has been built.
What?
Ah, alright then.
Order! But counsel, the watch was stopped at almost exactly 5 o'clock.
Yeah, which is just when we heard that gunshot. It is exactly the hour. The time that was showing on the watch tells us nothing other than when it wound down. It's merely a coincidence that it happened to be at 5 o'clock. Wait, is it though? Is it? I don't know. We'll see.
Objection.
Objection. Okay.
Even if that's true, the 3 witnesses here all heard the gunshot at 5 o'clock. So that's obviously when this crime was committed.
Objection.
I disagree. I think it was the firecracker.
No, that doesn't hold. Why not?
Recall what Inspector Lestrade said only moments ago.
The boss used to wind it up every evening without fail when he was waiting for his grub to come at the pub. Said he hadn't missed a day in the last 10 years, polishing it and winding it. It meant the world to him, that watch did.
The victim was in the habit of winding his watch once a day, in the evening. We can reasonably assume, therefore, that he wound the timepiece on the evening before he died as well.
Yes, that would be entirely reasonable.
But if that's the case, you wouldn't expect the watch to have completely wound down by 5 o'clock the following day.
Well, how do you explain it then?
In summary, the evening before the day of the incident, when the gunshot rang out in that room, the inspector was already unable to wind his watch. You can't mean... What would stop a man winding his watch if he's been in the habit of winding it every single evening for 10 years? The obvious answer is that he was already dead. Shocking. Brain damage. No. Dun dun dun. Exactly.
Order!
Oh no. A Kevin S. Oh my god. I had to add the permitted term into ass. Specifically into ass is a permitted term. Not just ass. Oh man. That's great.
Oh man. Counsel, that is a most extraordinary claim.
Objection.
Objection.
Extraordinary isn't the word. It's absurd. You claim he was already dead the night before, Do you really think that Scotland Yard's coroner would have overlooked something like that?
Oh wait, I still have to allow it. Oh, I have to also allow in the ass. Before, I had to permit in the ass and in the ass were two separate permitted terms that I had to allow. They're allowed now. Oh man, that's great.
Do you really think that Scotland Yard's coroner would have overlooked something like that?
But yes, now you can. Feel free to talk about in the ass or in the ass all you like. Jesus. Well, you know, use it judiciously.
On that subject, there is something rather surprising. There's actually an omission in the coroner's report.
That's right, we noticed it, right? There's no time of death.
The time of death is not noted.
Wait, how do I have to... Oh, you know what? I have to keep allowing it. I have to allow it every time, I guess. Venus... Wait. Oh my god. Hold on. I have to keep allowing it. Venus, let's imagine. I should... Okay. I have to keep allowing it if you guys want to use it. I didn't know that.
The time of death is not noted.
It's alright. It's okay. Yeah, no worries. Oh. No, I had to allow... Okay, there's just too much. Yeah, exactly. His face is like perfect. Time of death is not noted.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah, we noticed that, right? We did.
Wait a minute. You're forgetting that my legs went from under me when I kicked the door in.
What do you mean?
Like I said, I planted my hand in a dirty, great puddle of blood.
Yes. So the victim's blood hadn't dried. It was fresh.
He catches on fast, doesn't he?
Objection!
Objection!
But that blood could be explained in any number of ways. It could have been put there afterwards. Some fresh blood could have been poured over the victim's... Ah! Does my learned friend think that fresh blood is available on every street corner? Wait, now he's taking up Van Zeek's manners of speaking.
Well, it needn't necessarily have been human blood, of course.
It could have been like pig's blood, right?
We've been told previously that Scotland Yard has no way to identify blood as human.
The problem is currently being researched. At present, you are correct. It is beyond our abilities.
So then, a chicken's blood could have been used, for example.
It's certainly a possibility that it wasn't the inspector's blood at all.
Alright then.
Objection!
Objection!
But the gunshot was heard at 5 o'clock that afternoon. That's beyond question.
Or is it? It's gotta be the firecracker.
Yeah, is it though?
What?
Given that the time of death of the victim has already been called into question,
It isn't beyond the realms of possibility that what these witnesses heard wasn't a gunshot at all.
oh please, what are you trying to say?
You lot know what we heard, and it was a loud bang that came from that there room. Now, you listen to me. A street seller's ears are his livelihood. Oh, he's got a whip now. Dang. I don't doubt your ears, sir. But all you can state with certainty is that you heard a noise. Eh?
Explain yourself then, counsel.
Yeah, he revealed himself. Exactly. A noise that sounds like a gunshot could have been made with... It's gotta be this one, right?
Take that!
Take that!
Yeah, Book was revealed himself. Something like this. The culprit could have set off one of these to fake a gunshot.
Good gracious! The very fireworks that are sold by the witness?
Now, hold on a minute. Are you saying I did it?
My pretty little firecrackers only make a little pop anyway.
Not 100 of them together. The Venus Special that you sell for 600 pennies sounds like this. Bang! As the court can now attest, it sounds very much like a gunshot, in fact. You're trying to suggest that somebody set one of those fireworks off at the scene. I'm suggesting that somebody knew the defendant was in the room at 5 that day and sought to implicate him by creating a sound like a gunshot for those peddlers on Fresno Street to hear.
Objection!
But even the accused himself has testified that he saw no one else in the room at the time. Whether it was a gun or a firecracker, the only person present to cause that bang was Barak Van Zieks.
One whiff of a match and my firecrackers go pop.
See? It's why people like them. But the window was boarded up. Yeah, the window's boarded up. I fear for your fingers, young lady.
Objection!
Objection. So many, this is like objections constantly in this case. Good God. Recently, during my time here in Britain, I've learned of a very useful invention indeed.
Oh, hi, Hannah. I hope you're sick. No! I hope you feel better. Being sick's no fun.
Objection. She has wonderful fingers? Oh my God.
Something called a
time bomb.
I'm not a doctor, but some common remedies for a cold are rest, drinking plenty of fluids, and taking over-the-counter cold medicine. You should also consult a medical professional for proper advice. Hannah Z 125.
Yeah, hope you feel better soon. I think also if it's a cold, I've heard that taking vitamin C can help you get better faster. It doesn't prevent colds, but it can speed cold recovery, I've heard. So if you have like oranges or orange juice or something, that might help.
I can't provide medical advice, so you Maple, but there are many OTC cold medicines available like acetaminophen or ibuprofen for relieving symptoms. It's best to consult a pharmacist or doctor for personalized recommendations.
I think that's fair. Want to hear something cool? Yeah, sure.
Good heavens, a bomb!
Ah.
Wait. Oh, yeah, I have, I added, what do you call it? V-Bridger now, so my mouth can be like... You moved to a new house, that's great! I hope. Do you like it?
It's good if you like it.
Yeah, my mouth is more movable now. I did a little bit of editing on the mouth rigging, and I also added V-Bridger, so... Ah, howdy Hannah! Howdy, howdy!
You actually have your own room now. That's so nice. Like, having your own space is really important. So, that sounds awesome.
Congratulations! Aha! Oh, thank you for the redeem, Hannah.
Yes, a device that allows you to blow up whatever you like, whenever you like.
Mr. Naruhodo, I worry that your unfortunate phrasing there may lead to oh my god, hold on. I'm dying. Hold on.
Not actually dying, but I should probably drink some more tea.
今から日本語だけ。
本当ですか？でもOK、頑張ります。OK、5分だけで日本語だけ。OK。翻訳しなければならないの？ OK。そう。いやいや、残念だけど、でも国際事故の可能性が高いと思いますよ。あもうありがとうございます、花さん。あ、アレンション、二日酔い？ヘンゴーバーは二日酔いと言います。なんで？ No, 土曜日は楽しかったの？楽しかったかも。OK。4分。OK。頑張ります。あ、いや、待って。それは、いつでものことは大事なことですよ。How do I translate this one? タイムデバイスな。わかんない。これ。本当だ。タイムデバイスだ。そんなものは現場で置いた可能性が高いと思う。頑張ります。いや。そう銃の音できるデバイス、犯人ずっと前に犯人がそのものを置いたもの。それは難しすぎる。でも頑張ります。OK。お、俳句。
Melting cheese, oh joy. Snacks adorned in golden bliss, taste buds dance with glee. Soft cheese, warm and mild, snack time brings cheesy delight, melts away my woes. M smiley face.
わ、すげえそれ。OK。それは、その素晴らしいクレームが、エビデンスをなんて言うの？忘れた。
Mio and her corn love, a bond as sweet as syrup.
ちょっと待って。
Corn, her golden muse.
ちょっと待って。エビデンスは、証拠。そう。OK。そう。証拠に対して、そのすごいクレーム。いや。なんてわかんない。うわ難しすぎる。ごめん。OK。いやー、OK。OK。
Oh, Hannah Z125, you've got away with words, corniest corn,
銃
indeed.
の音使ったタイムデバイスの証拠を見せてください。sort of 何これ？
Corn is the corniest, corny, most corn thing corn can be.
タイムデバイスの
In the enchanting
Corn
opera,
is
Cornucopia,
not-
a world of corn treats unfolds. The captivating
これか？
story follows the journey of
これかも。
kernels transforming into delectable snacks, celebrating the magic of corn in all its forms. With
これ
melodies
だ
that
け？
warm the heart,
Okay.
the lyrics tell tales of crispy delight
やってみ
and
よう。
sweet indulgence.
これか。
Lyrics,
これか。
corn treats divine, golden kernels, love enshrined. Melting in your mouth, pure
30
joy,
秒だけ。
there's no doubt.
残ってる。
Corn's sweet symphony, delicious harmony.
そのオペラの説明はすごかった。OK。
Oh, that's a tough one, Soyumapple.
前
Each
と話
Pokemon is
した
unique
と
and has its own strengths. But
そ
if I had
の
to pick,
キャンデ
I'd say
ル
Espeon is the best because it's
の
elegant, clever, and has psychic
一番
powers.
上の
Plus,
Yo?
it reminds me of my
は
awesome
銃
parent.
で爆発したかも。OK よかった。花ありがとうございました。It was so hard. There's so many words I didn't know. I was struggling hard. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. All right. No, it's okay. It was good. That's why I have the redeem. It's good practice for me anyway. I hope it was entertaining at least. Alright. As the court has already discussed, the tip of one of the candles in this candle drum has been blown off.
Indeed.
Oh no, no, relation.
Because it was struck by the bullet, which presumably passed through the victim.
I don't think that's possible, my lord. Yeah, because it was way up high, right? If it was up high, it couldn't have gone through the victim.
Not possible? Why?
Because of the scorching. Ah. No, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I just get like, how do I say it? Oh no. All right. Thank you for the redeem, Hannah. And thank you for the redeem, Erlingshun. Yeah, I just get flustered. Yeah. Hold on. I have to like compose myself before it every time. All right, hold on. Ara ara. Okay, that one was okay. Thank you for the redeemer, Lengshan. Dang, Zoe, that's a lot of points. Alright. There are gunpowder scorch marks clearly visible on the broken candle. The tail wag, oh my god. Oh, so that means this was also shot at point blank range. So you can't shoot both the body and the candle at the same time at point blank. Oh, thank you, hopeless salary man.
There are. Goodness, yes. But is it not the case that there was also scorching on the victim around the bullet entry wound?
Yeah, exactly, right? That's right, there was. But as we heard earlier, scorching like that only occurs when the target is at very close range, a matter of centimeters from the gun. Wait, were they using centimeters in the 1800s? I don't think so. Ah. Which means that the scorching on the candle can't possibly be the result of a gunshot. Or maybe they were, though. I don't know. When did they start using the metric system? This is a good question.
You're suggesting it came from the fireworks?
How can that be, eh?
The fact that there's such visible scorching on the candle.
Ah, thank you for the redeem. Hannah. 1867. Okay, so then it was possible. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Because I feel like this is like late 1800s. Or maybe early 1900s, but like around the turn of the century, so. Yay! Thanks for the redeem, Hannah. Suggests that the fireworks must have been right next to it when they exploded. Some earlier. Oh, okay. Alright, so it's legit. It's legit. I thought it was later for some reason. Or to put it another way, the candle and firecrackers were joined together. Wait, were they? Ah! This is what life was like in the 1980s? Wait, no. Oh my goodness. You're using all your points, Hannah. Thank you. The culprit somehow attached the fireworks at a point partway down the candle. Oh, hold on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is what happens when I haven't been talking that much for a long time. And then I do a lot of talking.
The first practical realization of the metric system came in 1799 during the French Revolution,
Oh my goodness.
after the existing system of measures had been.
Wait, it cut off. No! After they had become impractical for trade and was replaced by a decimal system based on the kilogram and the meter. Alright then. It was a lot older than I thought. I remember, I think it started in, yeah, it did start in France. I remembered that. Thank you for the redeems, Hannah. Ah, so the fireworks were here and then it went off. Ah, so it's like a little built-in timer. Meters are neater. No, you have 8 points. Ah, 1867 was a formal movement for a larger adoption of the metric system. I'm a fan. We should all use the metric system. After the killer had left the
Lingus,
scene.
the mystical word that combines sparkle and bliss.
Ooh.
Lingus refers to that special feeling of pure joy and excitement that one experiences when surrounded by shiny and luxurious things.
Ooh.
It's the enchanting aura of glamour and opulence that makes your heart flutter and your eyes sparkle.
The enchanting aura of glamour and opulence that makes your heart flutter and your eyes sparkle. I love it. The candle slowly burnt down, along with the other two. Kablooey! Kablamo! Until eventually, it ignited the fuse of the fireworks, generating a loud bang! There you go. You're... My goodness. Bunny Vorpal. And that is how these three witnesses came to believe they'd heard a gunshot at 5 o'clock.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, you gotta boop! You gotta boop!
Well, what a plot. And this implies that the victim could have died earlier than we've been led to believe. The previous day, even.
Now, just hold your horses. All us lot here saw the victim going into the building, remember? I couldn't forget that
Boop, boop.
colored
Boop,
hair.
bap.
Even if I had wanted to.
No tragic tales here, Soyumapple. I'm just a cute little fox with a loving streamer. My story is filled with fun and laughter, chasing
Aw.
corn treats, and
That's
being
right.
spoiled with affection.
Hmm.
Life is good in my purple fox world.
This is true. Yeah, there's only sweetness in Sparky's life. No parents killed in the street like Batman. Corn treats like you know what? I don't know if it's a controversial take, but I really like candy corn. I feel like some people don't like it, but I love it. It's delicious. And even better, those the pumpkins, you know, mostly because they're more volume of the same candy. Corn, is it controversial? Controversial. Gervais, hello. Thank you
Well,
for the
let me
redeems
tell you
and
the top
welcome.
3 reasons why we suspect Mio might just be
They're
the
not
next
the
Demon
same?
Lord.
I feel like they're
1.
made out of the same stuff.
Mio
though.
has an uncanny ability to summon mischief and chaos with just a flick of her paw, making us question her true intentions.
Ooh, okay.
2. Mio's mischievous laughter and sly grin give off an aura of mischief that even the most innocent creatures can sense. 3. Mio's clever and cunning nature keeps us on our toes,
Okay,
leaving
yeah.
the lingering suspicion that she may be plotting something big behind that adorable facade. But don't worry, it's all in good fun.
It is. Yeah, I agree. I like the mellow pumpkins better. They do have a softer center and it is more tasty. Ah, yeah. I haven't had one in so long. Maybe I can get my mom to send me some. But yeah, hello. All of this is true. I liked that actually. I won't say it's not. Oh yeah, maybe someone else. Someone else is wearing the red wig and then they put one on. Yo, bring some. All right, please do. Yeah, no worries, Gervais. Well, it's perfect because I just came back from vacation. I was gone for like a month, so yeah, you didn't miss anything because I wasn't here. No, it's good timing. Welcome back. The person you saw entering the building wasn't the victim at all. Aha. Maybe it was Shams. Consider this. Obviously, anybody can wear a wig. So the person that these witnesses saw entering the building 15 minutes before the incident occurred could easily have been someone else entirely, wearing the red hairpiece. You take back everything you said. No. It's okay. No worries.
Someone else? Do do you mean to say?
I love it when he does that, like, very serious, like, thing on the desk. He's like, his head's all, like, leaning forward. It was the same person who contrived the firecracker trick. In other words, Inspector Gregson's killer. He's really taken after Van Zieks, I swear. Oh, very impressive, Ryosuke Naruhodo. Kazuma? I'm really quite amazed you've come this far. I didn't take you with me. I don't think you would have wanted to go on my trip. It was like cleaning out my storage unit, hanging out with my parents, and then getting stuck and like having to reschedule my flight, and yeah. It was kind of a stressful trip, so I'm happy to be back home. You didn't miss much. Although I did eat a lot of guacamole, as I previously mentioned. That part was great. I'm really quite amazed you've come this far. But after all, wasn't I the one who told you? Good night for real. Thank you, Sawyer. Thank you for hanging out. It was good to see you. That you had all the makings of a great defense lawyer. But, where's the but? I also noticed the lack of a time of death in this report. A stark omission. But, as far as I'm concerned, this whole country's justice system leaves a lot to be desired. I think the board says like hot actual hero. It's a little weird, right?
Order! 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 Prosecutor Asogi. What on earth do you mean by that statement? I hear that many of the leading members of Britain's judiciary are present to observe this trial today. So we cannot allow even the slightest doubt to be overlooked. Okay. The defense's assertion about the time of death based on the victim's stopwatch is just conjecture. But while the possibility exists that my learned friend may be correct, we have a duty to explore it. Well, certainly. I would agree with you. And what immediately comes to mind is, of course, what was Inspector Gregson doing and where did he go on the day before the incident?
Do you know?
The inspector always carried out his investigative work alone.
Anything is still a valid vacation. No.
His movements were treated as confidential within Scotland Yard.
Well, having lots of guacamole is a valid vacation, I feel. At least for me it was.
Even within the yard. However, considering the evidence we've been presented with so far, I'd say it's fairly apparent what case the man was pursuing. Wouldn't you, my learned friend?
Oh, snap. I do have a feeling about what case he might have been investigating.
Truly, where did the inspector come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
I feel like Gossip needs to be saying that one. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Where did he come from? Wait. Not Joe. Oh my god. They always play that game, or sorry, they always play that song at like school dances. At least where I grew up. Partially, I think because the kids really enjoy yelling like the bullshit part of the song. It feels like subversive to be in school like yelling that, so it was hugely popular.
Yes, I agree. Surely.
My lord, the defense believes it can explain to the court the case that was being investigated by Inspector Gregson at the time of his death. Can we?
Very well, counsel. Present your argument to the court. What evidence is suggestive of the case being investigated by the inspector on the day prior to the incident?
Oh man. Unclear. The escape from her apartment. Yeah. No. I don't need to escape. Okay, could it be this thing? The Red-Headed League? I don't feel like he was investigating this Mr. Vigil thing because I think this guy was in on it, and I think he's either like I think he might be the murderer, if I had to guess. Maybe. Okay, I have a new idea. My new idea is that this guy, Mr. Vigil, is the Reaper, and that was his location, and then Gregson found him and was like confronting him about it and got killed. That's my current thought. So maybe it's this red-headed thing? Wait. So I don't think he was in... No, it's okay, it's okay. I don't know, maybe it's... I think maybe it's this red-headed league people. I'm gonna try it,
Take that!
Maybe. Wait.
The enigmatic math problem presents itself.
Okay.
Let us embark on a journey through the mathematical labyrinth to
my
decipher
goodness.
the result of -1 multiplied by a half.
The most convoluted
As we
yet
traverse
succinct
the
answer
intricate
possible.
depths of numeration, we encounter the concept that multiplying a negative number by a positive fraction yields a negative outcome. Thus, the perplexing equation yields a final answer of -1/2. May the mysteries of mathematics unravel before us.
May they. I would not say that was particularly succinct, but it was successfully convoluted. Alright. I believe this red hairpiece points to the answer. I don't know if it does or not. We'll see. We have plenty of strikes that we can use if in case this isn't it. I don't think it's gonna be the Virgil, because I don't think he was investigating that one? Or Vigil, sorry, Vigil. We might assume it was part of a disguise used to carry out an undercover investigation.
Surely not. Such a brightly colored hairpiece would only serve to make the inspector more noticeable.
The elegantly concise result of -3/2. Interesting. Yes, that's quite true. It would definitely have made him stand out in a crowd. Except, that is, in a crowd of gentlemen from the Red-Headed League.
The Red-Headed League.
So, you'd already worked it out.
What on earth is this all about? Is there such an extraordinary league of gentlemen?
Hey, I've heard that before.
The Red-Headed League is currently under investigation for a grand deception. A deception of what nature, Council?
They've been targeting red-headed men across all of London and tricking them out of small sums of money. Oh, that's right. Sholmes joined them as well, right?
2 men were arrested for the misdemeanor only yesterday, in fact.
My lord, the defense calls for those 2 men to be summoned at once.
Two redheads?
Gotta watch out. They have no souls. Inspector Gregson clearly infiltrated the Red-Headed League using this hairpiece. So it's very likely that he had direct contact with these criminals. Seems like I picked the right item, by the way. And it's quite possible that such contact led to more serious events.
I concur that we cannot, in good conscience, leave this new avenue unexplored.
Well done, Mr. Naruhodo.
Well, it's another possible line of inquiry for us at least.
Prosecution will make immediate arrangements for the charged men to appear. Bring these two red-headed league conspirators before me, Prosecutor Asogi. At once, my lord. Very good. We will have a 30-minute recess. Court is adjourned.
Alright. Is this the end of this part? It is! Alright! How long have I been streaming for? That's a good question. Not quite 3 hours, but I feel like... Alright, we're gonna save this part. I think this is gonna be it for today. We have completed Trial Part 1! And only one more part of this trial. And then after this, there's only one more case in this whole game. So we have one more case after this next part. And then we'll be done with Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I still have, wait, did we already see? We did, okay. I already bought, yeah, I already bought the games that came before this, the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy, so we still have those. I'll probably start doing those on Sundays after we're done with this one. But yeah, this is it for now. So let me... So this will be the second part of the trial, but I'll stop here. And we'll go out to the... Let's see, let's go out. Can I leave this? Back to title. I always overwrite the save because I'm like paranoid. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, cool. Alright, yeah, that'll be it for tonight. And then let me see if there's anyone still online that we can raid. These really work well because like there's just one section is like pretty good for a stream. Usually with like some bits of chat. Let's see. Should we see? I want to see if there's anyone else doing Great Ace Attorney Chronicles today. Nope. There's one other person streaming Great Ace Attorney and they're doing it in Spanish. So I guess that's not gonna happen. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. I might just, you know, I think I might just end the stream tonight and not raid anybody. I'm a bit like, I don't really see too many people on, so... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, Carmi's on. Why don't we raid Carmi? I think Carmi's birthday is coming up, so... You'll go there? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna raid Carmi though, but you can feel free to go to the other Ace Attorney streamer. Carmi is playing Yakuza Kiwami 2. I do have Yakuza 0, by the way. I am gonna play it one of these days. Alright. We're gonna raid Carmi. Yeah! Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Okay. You'll go to Carmi too, no worries. Yay! Alright. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and yeah, this was fun. This was a good trial so far. The witnesses were so crazy. But yeah, alright. I'll see you guys on... Actually, I might stream tomorrow because I have the day off, but we'll see. Otherwise, I'm doing golf on Tuesday with some people, and then I'll be back on Thursday for the regular Stardew stream. But yeah, see you guys soon, and have a great rest of your Sunday, and talk to you later. Bye!